Hi everyone. So I think this week or last week you've learnt a little bit in your English lessons about Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. In this video, I would like to talk with you a little bit about something which is really important for young people in the UK and in a number of different countries around the world in connection with Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. And that's the Duke of Edinburgh's Award, which is a system that he set up, I think, in the 1950s. I'm going to try and do this in one video, but it might be that I get kicked out, so there's going to be two parts. But anyway, we'll see how we get on. This is something that I did when I was your age, and also something that was important to me when I was a teacher in the UK. I think perhaps to start off with just saying what it's not a club that you can go along to like football or even scouts or something like that. It's more a kind of organization which comprises different things and allows young people to go and try new things and develop themselves and learn new skills and push themselves, take them out of their comfort zone a little bit. I hope you understand me okay. Of course, if I use a word or if you see something on the screen during this video, you can always pause and look it up, okay? So I hope it's clear enough. If we're thinking about the Duke of Edinburgh's award then, I think go right back to the start and when Prince Philip was thinking, well, what can I do? I think a lot of people in the royal family think this. If we look at Harry and Meghan, what's going on there, I think the problems that they've had is combining being in the royal family, where you have to do certain things and be a certain person, but also still being yourself. Okay, and finding, well, what can I do that will help me be myself? And I think Prince Philip felt, I want to do something for young people. I want to do something that will help young people and give them new opportunities and new challenges. And that comes, I think, from when he was at school. He was at school at a school called Gordonstoun in Scotland. And the head teacher at that time was a man called Kurt Hahn. And this man, Kurt Hahn, had very clear ideas about education and how education is not just about what happens in the classroom. So one of his quotes, there is more to us than we know. If we can be made to see it, perhaps for the rest of our lives, we will be unwilling to settle for less. So young people have potential. Young people can do things. We don't always see that in the classroom. Okay, so it's important to take them out of the classroom and give them other opportunities and other challenges. Essentially then, for the Duke of Edinburgh's Award, there are 3 levels that you can do this at. Okay, most people will start with bronze. Okay, you can start bronze when you're 14 years old. Okay, you can start silver when you're 15, you can start gold when you're 16. And you can do this up until your 25th birthday. Okay, so there are 3 levels of the award. And for each level, okay, there are 4 sections. The residential is really just for gold. Okay, so I'm not really going to talk so much about that. But the 4 main sections are volunteering, physical, skills, and an expedition. Okay. If we look at the first 3, these are activities that you need to do for a certain length of time. At bronze, you need to do them for 3 months, and then you need to choose one of them that you'll do for 6 months. Okay. So the bronze award, when you're 14, you can do in about 6 months. Silver, 6 months, 3 months. Okay, plus an extra 3 months. Okay. So you could probably do that in maybe 6 months if you've done bronze. If you haven't done bronze, then it would be longer, maybe about a year. Okay, so maybe an easy way to think of it is bronze is about 6 months, silver is about a year. And if you want to get gold, okay, it's about a year if you've done silver. If you haven't done silver, then it's about a year and a half. Okay, so it's a serious amount of commitment that you have to show, and I think that's an important part of the Duke of Edinburgh's Award, okay, that you are committing to something, so you are not just doing something 1 week and then changing and stopping. You're saying, right, I'm going to do something for a long period of time. And what's important, certainly in physical and skills, is that you try and develop yourself. You try and get better at that. Okay, it's not just going to a football club and kicking a football around. Okay, you're saying, right, I'm really going to try and improve my skills. Okay, we're going to look in this presentation, okay, a little bit more at what these 4 things are, and hopefully from this explanation, you'll get a bit of an insight into what it is to do the Duke of Edinburgh's Award, okay, and what it is, what's it all about. So volunteering, okay, you all know what volunteering means. So summarised here, and this is all on the Duke of Edinburgh website. Choosing to give time to help people, the community or society, the environment or animals. Okay, so it's something you could do by yourself or something you could do as part of an organisation. Okay, you can't get paid. Okay, like with the physical that we come on to see, like with the skills, if you want to do the Duke of Edinburgh's Award and you're a young person in the UK, you have to find these opportunities yourselves. Okay, there are many things that you can do. Okay, so we can look at the main areas there, all kinds of different things that you can do, okay, to help other people, help the environment, okay, lead in an organization, or help a charity, or help in your community, okay, but you need to find the opportunity, okay, and it's, yeah, that's an important element to it. For physical, well, maybe if volunteering is about caring for and looking after other people, okay, physical is about looking after yourself, okay, so you need to engage with a sport, okay, anything that requires a sustained level of energy and physical activity, okay, so you need to play this sport regularly, okay, like with all of these activities, the basic rule is to do it for maybe 1 hour a week, okay, or 2 hours every 2 weeks across the period of time that you need to do it, okay. And we've already talked about needing to show personal improvement. So again, a huge range of things that you could do, okay. Like with the volunteering, it might already be something that you do, okay. It might be that you already are a member of a football club, okay, or a member of, I don't know, a judo club, okay. And you could then say from a particular point, I'm now doing this as part of my Duke of Edinburgh's Award. For skills, okay, this is some kind of cultural or vocational or some kind of skill that you develop, okay, not sporting, okay, but it's something that you spend time doing that you can get better at, okay, and all kinds of different things again that people can do for this award. So for this part of the award, so it could be something to do with music, it could be something, an extra interest that you've got in an area of science, okay. It could be something to do with the creative arts, so it could be something to do with drama, okay, it could be some kind of collecting that you do. There's all kinds of things that you could do. I think what's important with these three things, okay, is that it's not just saying, yeah, I've been playing the guitar, so I'd like my award, please. You need to show evidence that you've been doing this, and you need to show evidence that you've been improving, okay, and getting better at it. So you need an adult to say, yep, that's what they've been doing. So for each of the activities, you'd need some kind of record sheet like this, where you would write down when you've done something, what you've done, and someone can tick it. What you need to do at the end of everything, if you think you've completed everything, is you have to write a kind of report on what you've done, and then you need to send that off. Okay, so and it will be checked, okay, to decide whether you get the badge or not. Okay, so that's for the first three sections. So these are things that you need to do for maybe 3 months, one of them for 6 months at bronze level. The expedition, I think this is for a lot of people their favourite part of the award. I think a big difference from Belgium to the UK is that in Belgium, so many of you are involved with Scouts or Hero. In the UK, there's no Hero. Okay, there is Scouts and Guides. Okay, but far fewer people are involved in this. So maybe for you, it's quite normal to go on expeditions, to go camping. But for some young people in the UK who aren't in Scouts, this might be the only chance they get to do that with people of their age. So it's a really important moment for them to be able to do that. So I think I've seen that for myself at school, and also when I was a young person too. What do you need to do then? You need to go on an expedition. You need to plan for it. You need to train for it. Okay, and then you can walk, or you can travel by bicycle. You can travel by boat or canoe or kayak or wheelchair, or even on horseback. Okay, there are all kinds of rules and regulations. You need to be in a team of between 4 to 7 people. Okay, you can do it first of all at bronze, kind of round where you live. Okay, but by the time you get to gold, you should be going maybe exciting, dramatic, hilly countryside, okay, wild country. At bronze, we've already seen the length of time that we need to do this, but at bronze, you need to go away for 2 days and camp 1 night. Okay, silver 3 days, camp 2 nights. Gold 4 days, camp 3 nights. Okay, with planned activity each day. So that's walking, okay, or thinking about what you've been doing, or discussing with teachers that are there or people that are there. Okay, what you've seen and that kind of thing. Yeah, I don't think we need to talk too much about this. Number 13, all expeditions must be unaccompanied and self-sufficient. That means that whatever you want to use during this expedition, you have to carry, okay? To get from here to here, you need to be able to do that. You can't ask someone to help you. You can't ask someone to carry things for you. It's all on you, okay? When I was a teacher then in the UK, it's probably the equivalent of second year at Montfort, where you could start to do this. So in the summer term, okay, or around just before Easter, we would start this with a training day, and probably maybe nearly half the people in the year group would want to do this. Okay, so we had a group of maybe 120 people that will be doing this. So start off with some training. Okay, so first aid, navigation, cooking, packing a bag, putting up a tent, things that you need to be successful with this expedition. Then we'd have a practice that they would have first to plan for. Okay, so we'd leave school on Friday. Okay, they'd walk all day on Saturday, camp Saturday night, and walk on Sunday morning too. And then we do that again for the real expedition in June normally. Okay, these are some pictures. Okay, from my old school. I don't really remember too many of these students. I don't think you'll see me on any of these, but just to give you an idea of what it was like. Okay, navigating, walking around some really nice countryside. Okay, in a small group, and then maybe meeting your friends on the Saturday evening to talk about how you've got on. Okay, for a lot of people, okay, this was tough. Okay, it was tough carrying everything. It's tough physically. Okay. Maybe you know from your own experiences what it's like to walk a long distance carrying a heavy rucksack. Okay, so some people found it physically tough. Some people found it difficult to plan everything. Okay, to find the right direction. Okay, how to get from A to B. Okay, and I think for me as a teacher, it was always really interesting to see how students responded. Okay. And I think that's one of the things that the Duke of Edinburgh wanted to do with this. How will young people respond when they're in difficult situations? Okay, because in life there will be difficult situations, and if we can help young people, okay, get used to that, then it will help them when they're older. Okay, so yeah, I've got lots as a teacher, lots of happy memories. Okay, of being a teacher and helping young people with that. Okay, these are some pictures of me when I was very young. Okay, so there I am. Probably this was maybe 1996, maybe. So yeah, a long time ago. There wasn't a Duke of Edinburgh's award organisation at my school, so I had to go with a few people from my school, with people from different schools, because I wanted to do the Silver Award. Okay, so we went to some really nice countryside and we did some really good walking. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. For me, it was something that I really enjoyed doing. I was in Scouts too. We did it with Scouts, but this was a different challenge. Okay, a different thing that I really enjoyed. Doing. Okay, and it's something I still like doing. Okay, and I think that's a key thing for the Duke of Edinburgh's Award. It's something you do as a young person. But it will, yeah, it might develop in you something that you will enjoy for the rest of your life. Okay. The residential is something that you need to do at Gold. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's a week that you need to spend doing something with people that you don't know. Okay, so that's something that happens in the Gold level. Okay, I'm going to just stop now. Okay, because I'm going to run out of time, but I am going to start again. So this is part 1 finished.